coach coached me for only 3 years, so I was pretty young when we ended. So I don't have contact with him because we just chose a different path, and I had new coach after, so I focus more on building a relationship with a new coach.
How important do you think is your first coach?
I think very important because I remember that the coaches I had at the beginning had the biggest influence on my style of game, and I remember that they taught me that I should play more topspin or use a kick serve, which is a big weapon for me right now. And also they taught me the basics of the sport, and it's really important also to have a good relationship with them because I just wanted to have fun, and they let me do that, and they found the perfect balance between having fun and also being professional and teaching me how to really focus on the game and not only playing.
How many tournaments and matches did you play when you were 12 or 14?
It's hard to answer that question, but from what I heard, it was less than I don't know, the average of what girls in Europe played. So it's hard to answer that. Actually, I had to check my calendar on Tennis Europe or something, but I don't know. I remember that I had a lot of time to go to school, and I never chosen the online schooling. So even though I played tournaments, I still had the opportunity to make friends there. So I guess I was a lot of time to watch them.
Did you train in an academy or with a private coach?
I always trained with a private coach. We just went a few times to the academy to have better facilities to practice. But I've never been a player who kind of sacrificed their whole life to go to a different country and train there. My base was always Warsaw. So my coaches are mostly from here.
Did you play any other sport when you were younger? What sport and until what age?
I remember that when I was younger, my dad, besides taking us to tennis classes, he wanted us to swim. So we tried with swimming, but I wasn't very good at it, and I was scared of water, so that wasn't an option. But also when I went to physical education classes in school, I often played football and soccer with boys. So I wouldn't say that it was professional or it was worth talking about, but it's also what I did, and right now I have good skills in football. So
towards the end of junior career, did you go to school or were homeschooled?
I was going to school, and that was pretty hard for me to handle both school and being on tour in last classes of high school. But I always was really ambitious, so and my parents taught me that school is on the first place. I think that changed maybe when I was 18, and I realized that I will be a pro and I can really make a great career in sports. But school is my whole life a priority, and I went to school.
What should juniors around the age of 16 focus on if they wish to have a career in tennis?
I think it's important to have a balance between personal life and career, and also remember about resting and having social life and not only working. Because actually I had a little bit of problem like that because, as I said, I'm really ambitious, and I when I was older, I realized that maybe I needed some more time to spend with people who are not really involved in sports and to catch a different perspective,
Do you know exactly how your periodization works, or is this up to your coach or team?
Mostly it's up to my coach and team because I really trust them, and I can say that they're leading me in a good way. But when I was younger, I remember that my dad was responsible for making a calendar, and and going with me on tournaments. So that was his job. But I can totally say that when I had like full team and when they could arrange that, it was also professional. Not that my dad did it wrong, but he's a dad, he's a coach, and they're just probably they're gonna do that better. So they're responsible for that.
What age did you have your first full-time fitness trainer?
Actually, pretty late because when I was 14. So right now I can see that even younger kids have fitness, and it's really great because they can really like prevent injuries. And I had a big injury when I was 16, and that was probably because I didn't have fitness coach earlier. But yeah, the first professional fitness coach I had when I was 14 and a half, something like that.
What would be the most important advice you could give to upcoming players?
Besides finding a balance, as I said, I would tell them to surround themselves with good people and people that can really like support you. Because even though tennis is individual sport, there's like a lot of people behind my success, and I often say that because I know how much work they put and how supportive they are when I'm at tournaments and also when I'm at home practicing. And it's impossible to do it on your own. So just finding good people and have trust in them.
I couldn't expect to be here at this age I am right now, but it happened.